Your leaders in terms of communication not there for at least the first half and one for maybe the whole game. Just how as coaches can you help your defense make sure there's no breakdowns or anything like that with Brian and AJ?
Well, that's going to come through what we've already begun, and that's preparation. And they got to get in there and they got to put in extra time. They got to study the film, and you know, it is what it is. I mean,
what's it been like this week?
It's been really good. Yeah, no, they've done a great job. I know that all the guys, you know, I really challenged the guys that haven't played as much, that are now in extremely significant roles, to get in and watch more film and prepare. And I've been impressed with what they've been able to do up to this point.
Seem distracted at all? Or?
No, I don't think anybody's been distracted. I mean, we talked about it. We came to grips with it is reality, and we have to continue to educate everyone in these matters. And our guys know that we have a job to do, and you know, they're not canceling the game. So let's go play. Let's win.
What do you know about Missouri? What have you seen from them on tape, and what problems do they cause?
Well, it starts with Matty. He's very athletic. He runs around a great deal. He improvises and extends plays, and then, you know, he can throw the ball really well on the run. And they've made some really big plays by just him improvising and the receivers adjusting down the field when they throw the ball. So that's problematic. They have a big offensive line, a lot of experience. They play nasty, and they got two really good running backs. You know, I really like the backs, and I think those guys got great quickness and speed. They're not the biggest that we're going to face, but they're north and south runners. They get a lot of positive yardage, and they just get into that, in behind those big offensive linemen, and they find a seam and out they come. So they're fast and quick.
John, what do you guys like about Jakob, and how is he kind of developed?
I like his intelligence. I like his size. I like a lot of the things that he's been able to do in a very short amount of time, and you know, it's going to be fun to see him get out there and compete, see what he can do.
Is it key for you guys to keep Kurt on the defensive line and play him there, since he's had so much success rushing the passer, and then fill in the gap left by AJ by other players?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
You're right. You know, Kurt's done a really good job. He's improved each and every single week in terms of rushing the passer. It's interesting that you say that, because that's a big topic for us. You know, who's coming on in terms of pass rush, and Kurt is certainly one of those guys. And you know, they're not a big 12 personnel, 21 personnel, the bigger personnel groupings where they get tight ends and fullbacks and things like that in the game. So we're comfortable, obviously, with Kurt coming off the edge, and then Jakob and Kenny working in at the Mike linebacker.
John, in terms of communication, just who does the burden kind of fall on without
it's going to fall on Jakob. It's going to fall on Todd Kelly and Ladero McNeil. That, you know, each safety takes their side of the field when we communicate. And you know, Jalen Reeves-Maben got to continue to communicate and do the things that he does. But that's the responsibility of the middle linebacker. You know, it's a badge of honor to be a middle linebacker. And Jakob's got to do it. He's put the time in. He's worked extremely hard. I know he's been up early in the morning. We're looking at film, and we challenged him to do so, and he's responded well so far.
Is Jalen a guy you can see filling that leadership void? Not only just AJ.
Yeah, everyone's got to, you know, pull a little bit more weight now, and that's the reality of it. And I think when you lose players of great significance, everyone else has to pitch in and do a little bit more, not do anything extraordinary, but just everybody pull a little bit more weight, and let's have some fun.
I think 8 of Barnett's sacks come like the last 4 games. What's the difference? I know he's played well for you all year. But
reps. Yeah, you experience. The guy comes in, he's a true freshman, and he's playing at a conference and opponents that are really good, and takes a minute to, you know, kind of find your way, learn techniques. I mean, that's really it.
Was he a guy who surprised you with what he did in training camp, or did y'all see this coming from when y'all were recruiting him? Or
how do I answer that? You never really know as a coach, to be totally honest with you, until you get him here and the pads are on. And now, I mean, it's so funny because a player will come in and he'll start working out and running and changing direction and doing all those things and drills, and you're like, man, I really, think this or that. Maybe you like them a lot. Maybe you're questioning some things. Then you go to helmets and they start moving around again, and okay, all right, and then the pads go on, and it totally changes. So it's football, and you don't really have a chance to have a true evaluation till you get them here and you have a chance to work with them.
What did you see once you put the pads on him and
with Derek?
Contact, yeah.
You started.
No, but I mean, what was the difference? You said there's a first impression on this, then this. I mean,
we always liked Derek. I'm gonna be honest with you. We liked him. We liked him throughout the recruiting process. But to do what he's done, I think I would say it's surprising. To be at the level he's at so quickly.